Ukraine and Russia swap prisoners. EU struggles to help Kiev. Ukraine and Russia exchanged about 200 prisoners on Wednesday, a week after a similar deal was canceled when a Ukrainian plane was shot down by Russia. The two countries did not agree on how many people were freed. The EU said it was trying to send 1 million shells to Ukraine by March and train 20,000 more soldiers. The EU's top diplomat, Josep Borrell, said this was their goal. Russian President Vladimir Putin said his troops were still in control of the area near Avdiivka, a town in eastern Ukraine that has been under attack by Russia. Ukraine said it attacked an oil facility in Russia with a drone, according to a source from its military intelligence. Russia did not confirm this. Vladimir Putin asked for an international probe into the plane crash that killed 65 Ukrainian soldiers last week. He said the plane was hit by missiles from a US-made air defense system. Ukraine did not say if this was true or not. Olaf Scholz and 4 other European leaders said they were sorry for not sending enough ammunition to Ukraine. They said this before a meeting of EU leaders to discuss a €50 billion aid package for Ukraine. Hungary's Viktor Orban was blocking the package because he did not like some of the EU's policies. Ukraine needs more ammo. Russia makes more weapons. Putin to visit Turkey. The EU's foreign policy chief, Josep Borrell, said the EU had to stand by Ukraine, which was running low on ammunition. He said this before he met with the EU's defense ministers in Brussels. The Kremlin said it was watching what was happening with Valery Zelenskyy, the head of Ukraine's army. Some media said Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, wanted to fire him. Russia's defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, told the people who make weapons to work harder and make more self-propelled artillery systems. He said this when he visited some factories in the Urals. Ukraine's air defenses destroyed 14 of the 20 drones that Russia sent to attack them at night. The attack hurt 1 person and damaged some buildings, the military said. This is the end of the blog for today, but we will be back tomorrow with more news. Thank you for following. Russia's President, Vladimir Putin, will go to Turkey, a member of NATO, to meet with Turkey's President, Tayyip Erdogan, on February 12, a Turkish official said. This will be Putin's first visit to a NATO country since Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022. Putin has not been able to travel much since March last year, when the International Criminal Court, ICC, said they wanted to arrest him for sending Ukrainian children to Russia, which is a war crime. Russia said this was not true and very unfair, but also said it did not matter because Russia was not part of the ICC. Turkey is also not part of the ICC, so Putin can go to Turkey without worrying about being arrested. Turkey has tried to be friends with both Russia and Ukraine since Russia invaded Ukraine. It has given military help to Ukraine and said it supported its borders, but it also does not agree with sanctions on Russia. Turkey wants Russia back in grain deal. Ukraine hits Russian oil site. Turkey is trying to persuade Russia to join the grain deal again after Russia left it last July. The deal helped Ukraine sell its grain from its ports even though there was a war. Erdogan said other options were not good enough. Ukraine said it attacked an oil site in Russia with a drone, a source from its military intelligence told AFP on Wednesday. Ukraine has been hitting more Russian oil and gas sites in the last 2 months because it said Russia was doing the same to them. The source said this after the governor of St. Petersburg said there was a big explosion at a site near the city. Local media said that Russian missiles shot at a drone that fell on an oil tank in the Nevsky area. The source said Ukraine's military intelligence did it. The source said the site was for the army.